Nature is the perfect inventor. It has created thousands of natural, powerful medicines for the survival of plants, animals, and even human life. Every day, science is discovering more and more that nature has the answers. Now, imagine if you could harness the power of what Mother Nature has spent millions of years perfecting and use it to enhance your health, life, and happiness. Through the power of essential oils, you can. To dive deeper into understanding the quality and efficiency of essential oils, we turn to experts. With 4 doctorates and a PhD, she is a board-certified holistic health practitioner, a clinical aromatherapist, and in addition, she is an educator to classrooms and audiences across the world at the PhD level. There are few people who could be considered more qualified to be an expert in essential oils than Dr. Deborah Zeff.
The way I was trained and the way I feel is correct is that essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. And I really feel that the plant is giving up its life for you. It's that lifeblood of the plant that you want to bring into the body, as well as when they cross that blood-brain barrier, they are going into your cells, and those cells are becoming more alive. Why do so many people know so little about essential oils? I think it's because, my feeling is because that it's been around for over 5,000 years. So why don't we have that education around here? And I think that's because of society. It's like, oh, that stuff doesn't work, or they've used a very low grade quality of essential oil. And of course it's not going to work. It has too many chemicals. It has too much entropy. It's dead. It's not doing anything for the body. So my question to you would be, do you really want to use an oil that has that potential of being very high in a chemical that you don't want in there?
Are certified organic oils better than non-organic oils?
Can I say hell yeah? Yes, certified organic oils are the best oils that you can find.
Your Health introduces Bare Oils. Botanical, aromatic, rejuvenating, essential oils. Quite possibly the most powerful products that Mother Nature has to offer. Bare oils are unmatched when it comes to purity and quality. They're 100% pure, therapeutic grade, and USDA certified organic from soil to oil. Elizabeth Candelario is no stranger to the importance of organic. With over 25 years in the industry, she is responsible for certifying farms and products as organic with the USDA Organic Seal here in America.
When I talk to people about organic farming, I love to start with a little history lesson because, you know, it used to be back in the agrarian days that all farms were really organic, or you could think of it as peasant farming. But with the advent of industrialization, you know, around the time of World War I in Europe here in the United States, people moved from their farms into the cities. Factories were built that emphasized increased production based on the utilization of our natural resources. And it's no surprise then that our farms started to resemble factories. This idea of creating the highest output at the lowest cost. Chemical companies had a lot to do with that because after World War I they were quite crafty in finding new application for nitrogen that had been used to make bombs on farms as synthetic fertilizer. Nerve gas that had been used in World War I was repurposed as pesticides. Antibiotics were discovered around this time that allowed farmers to keep their animals indoors under conditions of extremely limited mobility. So we all know what that looks like today, right? It's industrial agriculture, factory farming, all with this idea of producing the highest output at the lowest cost. So the problem then, it absolutely affects the final product because the product is only as good as the farming. And if you have a conventional farm, it's going to lead to a conventional product. If you have an organic farm and an organic certified product, then you have a higher certainty that that product doesn't contain all of those things that are harmful to our health, to a farm's health, and to our planet's health.
Where I weigh in on an essential oil that is certified pure, to me that means nothing unless I've seen the gas chromatograph and the mass spectrograph telling me what is in that oil. Because those two types of measurements will show you whether or not there is any pesticides in it. So if a company is taking their oils and saying that they are certified, any company can do that. I could say that I certify the plants that I grow in my backyard, so I'm eating clean, but they're also not organic because it costs a lot of money to get them organic.
The idea of organic isn't just important when it comes to food. And I can say, even speaking as a woman, we women will buy organic all the time in the grocery store. But then when it comes to making sure that we're buying a cream for our face that's going to get rid of our wrinkles, or using an essential oil, we need to be just as vigilant. There are many studies that show that when synthetic fertilizers and pesticides are used in farming, those residues do show up on the ingredients, the produce that's coming off of those farms. When you're talking about essential oils, which require a 100-to-1 ratio of raw material to finished product, one can imagine that they're not only showing up in the raw material, but then you're concentrating that raw material in a finished product to the degree that you do with essential oils. And I think that when it comes to essential oils, it's really important to keep that in mind.
Because that essential oil has been distilled, and that essential oil has toxicity in it from herbicides or pesticides, that means that the concentration of that herbicide and pesticide of that essential oil will be elevated. And so we want to make sure that it is organic because of their purity.
So consumers growing ever more vigilant about greenwashing know that if they really want to buy something that they can feel confident about how it was grown, how it was made, they should look for that organic seal on the product. If we're buying products that depend on synthetic fertilizers, that depend on synthetic pesticides, the same chemicals that used to be used to make nerve gas, if we're buying those products from a farm, there's a farm worker that's having to work with those products. So by purchasing organic products, we're also helping farmers to work in a more healthy environment. So it's very important to see the connections between healthy farms, healthy people, and a healthy planet.
I believe that your health bear oils, they have the healing within them. And feeling them, sensing them, and knowing that these are going to help me, then that is certainly something that I'm going to be using every day from now on.
The name Bear represents important properties of essential oils. It stands for botanical, aromatic, rejuvenating, and essential. Experience the life-enhancing powers of Bear Oil's unrivaled, all-natural USDA-certified organic oils, delivered to you in its safest and truest form. Our organic from-soil-to-oil process is about integrity, quality, and results. Now, you get to enjoy the most pure, powerful, and complete essential oils on the planet. That's your health's promise to you.